The hate is flowing in America, especially in Arizona. Oh, it's like, do you remember from Ghostbusters? I think it was Ghostbusters 2. There it is. The river of slime oozing underneath the surface, infecting everything. Hate boiling up. Well, here's how Representative Jared Polis described the mood in Arizona. Arizona law is like Nazi Germany. It's absolutely reminiscent of second-class status of Jews in Germany. Prior to World War II, when they had to show their papers and have them with them all the time, and they were subject to routine inspections at the suspicion of being Jewish, I fear that Arizona is headed for a police state. Boy, I'm glad somebody said it. Arizona sure is putting the AZ in Nazi, aren't they? I really hate to rain on the hate parade, but could we slow down just a second here and ask, you're out of your mind. Am I alone in that? You're out of your mind. Are you comparing the systematic, cold-blooded extermination of millions of Jews to America making sure that people are here legally? Oh, the parallels are non-existent. I mean, we're talking about some sort of equivalent to the Holocaust, and the Holocaust museums, they've already got to be in the works to document the horrors of Arizona's immigration law, don't you think? I'm sure Abe Foxman at the Anti-Defamation League is working on a press release right now just to make sure that he commends Jared Polis for pointing out how much illegal immigration is like the extermination of 6 million Jews. You working on that, Abe? I'm sure you are. You typing away right now? Does the news even make sense to you anymore? I don't even think the media do they even watch? Do they even watch what they're putting out? Do they even read their own newspapers? Look at this one from the Associated Press. I love this. Illegal immigration law makes it a crime under state law to be in the country illegally. It's illegal. You got to make a crime illegal? Maybe that's how O.J. Simpson got off, because California hadn't made illegal murder illegal yet. This is a news story. How exactly? That something that's illegal is now illegal? Oh, no, but the story continues. It continues adding that police could question people about their immigration status if they suspect someone is in the country illegally. That sentence there, that might as well just have been goose steps. Oh, it's exactly the same thing. It is. Or just to play devil's advocate, maybe at some point along your free ride, courtesy of the American taxpayers, if you arouse suspicion, you may be asked for your green card. I had to tell you something. We are the only country that devalues our citizenship. You want to talk about race riots and illegal immigration? Let me show you the pictures from France. From France, they are setting cars on fire, and that's over legal immigration. Oh, the crazy people on the right. Yeah, let me show you the crazy people in Arizona on the right. Look at these hateful right. Look at them having to carry people away. Here they're getting busted by police. They're also throwing bottles. Look at throwing bottles at the police. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Oh, no, hitting the police officer there with a bottle. I'm sorry. That's the people on the left. Yet, last night, here's how the networks reported it. Watch.
Riot police were called in to try to control demonstrators protesting outside the Capitol. Most were peaceful. A handful threw bottles at police and were arrested.
Anger in Arizona against a new law allowing police to make you prove you're in the country legally.
They're just focusing on us because we're brown.
That's what it is, because you're brown. I don't care if you're Sven from Sweden. The poor, unfortunate, undocumented worker, illegal alien. Where is your compassion? You know what? I have compassion. I have compassion. If I were over in Mexico and my country was on fire like it is in Mexico and America didn't enforce its laws, yeah, damn right I'd take my family and I'd come here. But now what are we turning into? We're turning into a group of people where people who break the law are now the victims. We're not even making a case of compassion. We're making the case that you're a hater if you won't just say, let them in. Now, let's look at the same networks and how they covered the other big rallies, the Tea Parties. Warning if you have children, look at this hate. Look at this hate. There's a hater right there. Oh, this lady, she's in a trance right now. She's about ready to blow things up. They're not breaking any laws. How are they portrayed? You know, of course.
Their extremism, they're, either looking the other way or encouraging harassment and violence is actually not only coarsening American life, it's putting people in danger.
There have been all sorts of efforts to incite violence by the right wing, and that's the way the right wing operates.
I saw this myself in the late 70s in San Francisco.
Please don't
this kind of rhetoric was very frightening, and it gave.
Okay, turn it off. I can't take her anymore. Is it just me? But nothing seems to match anymore. Well, I watch television, and it's like I'm watching a cartoon. The script doesn't match real life, and none of it matches the video. But neither does this. Do you remember all the violence of the WTO when Bill Clinton was in office in 1999? Look at this. Smoke bombs. You got riot police. Here's how Bill Clinton responded to this. He said, and I quote, "I don't think anybody in America should take what a few violent people did in any way as representative of the community or the people who are here in peaceful protest." The WTO, these are anarchists. I wish he'd give the same break to the people in the Tea Parties, but no. No, you don't want to do that, because this isn't about legal immigration. This isn't about amnesty. This isn't about our values, our principle, our character, because none of that matters. No, sorry. This is just about the next 60 years of who's going to control the country. That's all it is. And people who are here illegally, they can't watch this show. They can't watch this show because we don't teach them English. So they don't know what the truth is. They don't know what the other side is. They just showed a picture of somebody like me and, oh, these people hate you. Look out. Something else also popped up at the Arizona rallies. I want to show you this. This is a swastika made out of refried beans. Outrageous. I mean, I'm just big enough to say it's probably tasty as well. But I'm sure, I'm positive, 100% certain that Nancy Pelosi is outraged by this, because remember, this is how she feels about swastikas being used.
I think they're you be the judge of carrying swastikas and symbols like that to a town meeting on health care.
Swastikas and symbols like that, carrying them in. How about just smearing them over the windows of the Capitol? When she finally comes out shaking and crying about the kind of rhetoric she's hearing at the illegal immigration rallies, Tiffany, you let me know. Let's go right live to Nancy Pelosi. Sure, she'll be doing that, well, never. But if she did, we'd carry it. Then you have Obama's Chicago buddy, Bill Ayers, founder of the domestic terror group, the Weather Underground, parading around TV, explaining to sympathetic journalists that his group wasn't a terrorist organization. No. Now he's claiming this.
Never a terrorist organization, and that is because we never threatened to kill people. We never killed people.
Never killed people? No, Bill, you are a terrorist organization. You are a really crappy terrorist organization, but that doesn't mean you weren't a terrorist organization. It was by the grace of God you didn't kill people at the Pentagon and the Capitol buildings. And what about the members of your group that robbed an armored truck in 1981? What about that one? How about the time you murdered 2 police officers and a security guard? Now, I'm not an expert. That kind of sounds like killing someone.